very quickly, Crystal Fairy and the Magical Cactus, which is a film directed by Sebastian Silva and starring Michael Cera. As far as I understand, Michael Cera and him sort of knocked this together when they were prepping to make Magic, which looks from the trailer like a horror thriller, but in fact is being described as a heightened reality thriller. So the story here is Michael Cera is this boorish character who is trying to get a bunch of friends to go out into the Chilean desert to take this magical cactus juice that will have hallucinogenic properties, and they'll have this extraordinary time. And he's a really boorish figure. And at a party, he meets up with this character of the Crystal Fairy, played by Gabby Hoffman. And at the beginning, she just seems like annoying and irritating, but she's very sort of forceful. And what happens during the course of the drama is that we spend time with these people, and they all get on each other's nerves, and they get on our nerves. And the plot sort of wibbles around a little bit about self-discovery. And Gabby Hoffman's character raises some interesting issues about, because there is an underlying thread in the film about the male fear of and mistreatment of women, which is kind of played out through the relationship between Michael Cera and Gabby Hoffman. But the problem is, it's one of those films in which its subject is a bunch of sort of, people go out, this kind of vaguely mystical thing out in the desert, and they do, and the whole thing apparently was a great and fulfilling experience to make, and everyone who made it really had a wonderful time. And it's often the case that the more wonderful a time people have making the movie, the less fun it is to watch. Very, very early on in the film, there's a brief flash frame of the Eileen Dietz face from The Exorcist. Very, very brief. And you think, okay, it's going to go off into sort of strange, dark territory, and then it doesn't. It just sort of wibbles around in the desert for a little bit, and there are flashes of things that it's getting towards. I said interesting thing about gender relationships and reassessing the characters, but in the end it is a little bit like spending a bunch of time with a bunch of people in the desert being a bit hippy dippy trippy stuff, and that's not my idea of a great time.
Do they wear berets at any time?
They don't wear berets. We can thank heaven for that.